All right, YouTubers, welcome back to War Thunder Ground Forces with the Angry Nerd. And we're continuing our way up the British tree. And today we're going to take a look at the Crusader Mark II. Now, the tank Cruiser Mark VI, or A-15 Crusader, was one of the primary British cruiser tanks during the early part of the Second World War. The first variation, Crusader I tank, entered service in 1941, and though maneuverable, it was relatively lightly armored and underarmed. The Crusader II marked an improvement in armor thickness to 49 millimeters. Initially, the Crusader Mark I and II's main armament was the Ordnance QF 2-pounder 40 millimeter main gun, but the Crusader III was later fitted with the Ordnance QF 6-pounder 57 millimeter main gun. This variant was more than a match for the mid-generation German Panzer III's and Panzer IV tanks it faced in combat. As part of the 1st Armored Brigade, the Crusader was to prove vital during the Battle of El Alamein and Tobruk and in Tunisia. In 1938, Nuffield Mechanizations and Aero Limited produced their A-16 design for a heavy cruiser tank based on the Christie suspension. Looking for a lighter and cheaper tank to build, the General Staff requested alternatives. To this end, the A-13 Mark III cruiser tank, or Tank Cruiser Mark V, also known as the Covenanter, was designed. Nuffield were, in 1939, offered the opportunity to take part in production of the Covenanter. Nuffield, however, preferred to work in its own version of the A-13, though they still provided design work for the Covenanter's turret. Their new tank was adopted as the Tank Cruiser Mark VI Crusader under General Staff Specification A-15. Although Crusader is often referred to as an improved version of the Covenanter, in fact, it was a parallel design. Both tanks were ordered off the drawing board without building prototypes first. Despite a later start, the pilot model of the Crusader was ready 6 weeks before the first Covenanter. Unlike earlier Christie cruisers, A-13 Mark III's and IV's and the Mark V Covenanter that were built with 4 rolled wheels, the Crusader had 5 rolled wheels on each side to improve weight distribution in the tank that weighed almost 20 tons instead of the 14 tons of the previous cruisers. The 32-inch diameter wheels were pressed steel with solid rubber caps. The hull sides were built up of 2 separate plates with the suspension arms between them. The Crusader also had a different engine from the Covenanter, different steering system, and conventional cooling system with radiators in the engine compartment. At the left-hand side of the front hull, a place occupied by the engine radiator in the Covenanter, was mounted a small hand-traversed auxiliary turret armed with a machine gun. The auxiliary turret was awkward to use and was often removed in the field or remained unoccupied. Both the A-13 Mark III and the A-15 designs used the same main turret. The turret was polygonal, with sides that sloped out and then in again to give maximum space on the limited turret ring diameter. Early production vehicles had a semi-internal cast gun mantlet, which was quickly replaced in production by a better protected, larger cast mantlet with 3 vertical slits for the main gun, the coaxial machine gun, and the sighting telescope. There was no cupola for the commander, who instead had a flat hatch with a periscope mounted through it. The main gun as in other British tanks of the period, was balanced so that the gunner could control the elevation through a padded shaft against his right shoulder rather than using a geared mechanism. This fitted well with the British doctrine of firing accurately on the move. When it became clear that there would be delays in the introduction of the successor heavy cruiser tanks, the Cavalier, the Centaur, and the Cromwell, the Crusader was adapted with the 6-pounder gun. This became the Crusader III. The turret also received an extractor fan to clear fumes from the firing of the gun. The larger gun restricted turret space, so the crew was reduced to 3: the driver, the commander/loader, and the gunner. The auxiliary turret space was given over to ammunition stowage. The Crusader III first saw action, with approximately 100 participating in the Second Battle of El Alamein in October of 1942. By late 1942, the lack of armament upgrades plus reliability problems due to the harsh desert conditions and the appearance of the Tiger I heavy tanks among the German African corps saw the Crusader replaced by U.S.-supplied M3 Grants and then by the Sherman medium tanks. The Crusader tank would not see active service beyond the African campaign, but the chassis of the tank was modified to create anti-aircraft, fire support observation, communications, bulldozers, and recovery vehicle variants. Over 5,000 of the tanks were manufactured, and they made an important contribution to the British victories during the North African campaign. Now in War Thunder, the Crusader Mark II is a rank 1 with a battle rating of 2.0. It has a 540 horsepower engine propelling the 16.3 ton vehicle to a top speed of 26.3 miles per hour. It comes equipped with a 40mm QF 2-pounder cannon, and with a maxed out crew, you can achieve a reload of 2.9 seconds. So for me, the Crusader is a good improvement over these British Reserve tanks. It seems a little bit more maneuverable to me, not necessarily faster, but maybe power to weight, the way it runs through, especially on the sand maps, it seems to be a little quicker and maneuvers a little bit easier for me. The armor is a little bit better, but it can still be taken out by anything at its tier, even the reserve tanks, fairly easily right through the front. So, don't get overconfident with it. That being said, why don't we hop into a game and see what we can do with the Crusader Mark II. Okay. All right, we picked up Finland. Excellent. But I've got, you know what? I created a new winter camo. Let's try it. Let's see. Here we go. Get rid of that green and tan just to make it look nice for us. So I know nobody else can see it, but we can see it. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to try to use the maneuverability of the Crusader here to make a dash down to the cut through between A and B. And hopefully I will be fast enough to get down there before I get engaged. Then I can get some flanking shots in, but it all depends on how fast the enemy gets down here. Oh no. Got his gunner. Dang it. There we go. That delayed me a little bit. Oh, somebody else. This fast break not working out quite as I had intended. I'm still gonna push it. Hopefully I won't get smacked in the side here. Okay, looks like I'm in. Looks like I'm in. Hopefully my teammates can keep people from coming up behind me. See, that was easy. There we go. Oh, I missed him. Dang it. He's behind the rock. There we go. Got somebody coming around the rock here. There we go. Okay, we've got some teammates sitting on, what is it, A now? We've got all 3 points. Somebody around this corner here. Just come peek for a second. This may or may not work out well for me. I had a good position, but see, they're firing. Somebody's over there. I'm worried about him peeking over the hill, but I'm greedy. Really haven't taken much damage, and so I can oh, dang it. Come on. Go get him. Get between us. There we go. Woo. Come on, here we go. Up. Ah, got my turret back. Okay. Maybe it was not the wisest decision to go sticking my nose out there, but I'm still alive. Come look around here. Start an air battle and hide up in here. Not a good place to hide. We're going to take a little survey of the map. Oh, I got 2 enemy fighters on me. This is not going to work out well. Yeah, I just pretty much wanted to see what was around the map and see where I needed to go. Okay. So it looks like most of the action is going to be happening back toward the center and over toward the other cap there. I'm going to come up through here instead of going... Who shot? Stop it, damn it. Okay, so I'm coming up through here instead of going up the road because that rock formation will shield me from anybody trying to fire down the road. come up here and take a little look, see what there is up here. Oh, the artillery firing me already. See something. Dang it, they got it. There is a rock underneath my vehicle and it is aggravating me. Oh man, he tracked me. Oh, that 20mm can really do some damage to me. Let me try some arty. Desperation arty here. See if I can fire through this rock. Okay, we got rid of that. Oh, I did. If you touch the enter button, does it? Shit. If you touch the enter button, does it make your repair time start over? I had like 1 second left. Or are you getting damaged again? I have no idea. Oh, it's an M2. Come on over. Don't go around. Okay. How'd that work for you? Oh, we survived. Lucky. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Whew. Man, I was in a bad spot. That was a nice time for the game to end right there. Okay, anytime now. All right, let's see what we did. Okay, we got the first strike, multi-strike, sentinel, shadow strike streak, adamant, professional, and heavy metal fury. Destroyed 9 enemy vehicles, 2 assists. Not bad. Second place in the team. 25,355 silver lions. Yep, 9. Let's save it. Not bad. Let's change it back to the regular skin, the green and tan. That looks better. Here in the garage anyway. Okay, so that was a look at the Crusader Mark II. Yeah, I find it very maneuverable compared to the reserves. I like it a good bit better than reserves, even though the firepower is not that much greater, and it can still get killed by almost anything, but I still like it. As far as the Crusader Mark III, I'll probably do a video on it, but I probably won't do like the complete history, because it's all basically the same. Pretty much just got the whole thing earlier in this video. So It may be just a gameplay video when I get around to doing it, but I haven't really concentrated on it. I'm heading toward like the Valentine and stuff next, because I figure they're probably gonna play about the same, even though it's supposed to have these 6-pounder, so you can look forward to that. So anyway, if you liked this look or review of the Crusader Mark II, excuse me, hit that like button and subscribe if you would. But as always, thanks for watching. Nerd out.